Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we are going to be reacting to a video by the channel known as Swish Out, linked to in the description below, titled, These NBA Stars Were Very Unlucky. So we see Derrick Rose on the screen in front of us. I got a pretty good idea why this man's listed as unlucky, but we are going to go ahead, man, and hop on this video. Started, I feel down a little bit. I just got done watching my first Detroit Lions game. Really in a long time, guys. Probably years, actually, and they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs or whatever, so whatever, man. Same old Lions, different year. Let's go ahead and hop onto this video.
When you think of this man right here, what do you normally think of?
Fab Five, Michigan. No, I literally said getting balled up by Kobe.
Now, it's probably one of
I literally said that when the
things.
video started.
It may be the fact that he's married to the most annoying co-host in television
Were they married?
history.
It takes a while to warm up. That's not their team. They've been all over the place. It's not
Bro,
like
she
they've
trying to
been
be
there for
girl
decades.
Skip Bayless.
Because I'm going to answer it.
Well, I wanted to finish.
Do you love?
Or it may be the fact that he had one of the most savage moments you'll ever see on sports
At
television.
1.4?
So that may be it. Or it may just be that on January 22nd, 2006, Kobe completely owned this man's basketball career.
Let's just be honest, though. Not all those points were dropped on Jalen. Not like he is like the poster boy for it, but not every single one was dropped on Jalen.
You probably wouldn't even know that when they met in the NBA Finals in 2000, Derrick Rose statistically outplayed him in every category.
Damn, Jalen
All
was
that
a
stuff
baller,
is
bro. Look
completely
at them
fogged
numbers.
out because on January 22nd, 2006, when they met again, Kobe was seeing red and Derrick Rose was seeing Kobe.
Right, he
In
was
this
seeing a new
video,
dimension.
We're talking about some players that I found to have some
Boogie.
of the worst luck playing in the NBA. Now, before we get into all that stuff, like I say every video, make sure you're subscribed, turn on notifications. We're less than 30 days away from the start of the NBA season.
Guys, go hit him
You
up that
already
subscription,
know
man.
I got heat in the kitchen, man. Just make sure you hit that notification, turn on subscribe, and all that great stuff. Without further ado,
Here we go. Let's get to it.
Hey, and let me ask you one more thing before we go.
Russell
And I'd be
Westbrook,
remiss
what's wrong
if
with
I
him?
didn't, because we got the word on Tuesday night about Derrick Rose. He's going to need surgery again on the right knee. Had you heard that?
Man. Yeah, I just heard it, man. It's I was real speechless, man. It's so tough, man, for a guy like that.
Especially being an athletic point guard like
I have
yourself.
to go through it again and again and again, man. It's just tough, man. I'm gonna just pray for him. I'm gonna hit him up, as soon as I get off here with y'all, man, and just try to keep his spirits high. But
Day
it's
and
tough for
night.
a guy like that, man.
Haven't heard this song in a long
I just feel
time.
bad for him.
imagine being a hometown hero. You finally make it out of one of the toughest cities in the country. You're repping your city proudly as the #1 pick in the draft, playing for your very own city. You come from Chicago. Everything seems to be great. I mean, you're so damn good.
But now you get to play in the beautiful city of Detroit with Luke Kennard himself. Like, you never played with a player as good as that man right there. And there's also Blake Griffin. So that's a bonus. Andre Drummond. Not Tony Snell. Nobody likes Tony Snell.
You help your team
He's
push
played
the
with Tony
defending
Snell before.
champions to a 7-game classic in just your rookie season. You so damn good, you become the youngest player to ever win the most valuable player award at just 22 years old. Derrick Rose had it all, man.
Could have had it worse, though. He's grinded his way back.
You tear your ACL in your left knee in the first game of a playoff series. This devastating injury put Rose out for 18 months. And literally
Unbelievable, man.
1 month after returning, he completely blows out his other knee and continued the pattern for a few years after that. He really didn't have that much luck on his side, man. Now, as we all know, Rose has had one of the greatest comebacks to me in sports history.
Yes, sir.
Completely saving his career now. But who really knows what he could have been, barring those tragic...
You're going to see it next season. Next season, you are going to see a Derrick Rose that was just as good as MVP self. But here's the catch. He ain't going to get MVP because he ain't going to be playing all 40 minutes a game. He's going to be doing it. He's going to be the MVP of bench players, man. As get about 20 minutes off the bench as a 6-man MVP backup point guard. Hopefully. Wishful Pistons fan, but we'll see.
It's just kind of sad to me. Imagine being the guy drafted 1 spot over the greatest player to ever play your sport, and you're known as one of the biggest busts to ever live.
Donovan Mitchell?
It's pretty sad. Unfortunately, this is pretty much the story of Sam Bowie. He was drafted in the
His name's
big man
literally
so
named
back
Sam
then,
Bowie.
It was almost like a no-brainer to take the bigger athlete. I mean, in the draft right before
Damn,
him,
dude.
2 centers were the 2 top 2 picks, so you can kind of see where the NBA was going. The Rockets even got the #1 pick in the 1983 and 84 draft, and they drafted 2 centers back-to-back with that #1 pick.
Damn,
so
man.
You can kind of see where the NBA was headed.
Pulling
And
some
to kind of
76er
back
stuff up with
Portland,
that.
They had just drafted Clyde Drexler the year prior, so they were clearly looking for the NBA's next great big, so it kind of made sense. But what didn't make too much sense is the fact that Sam literally missed 2 full years in college with leg injuries. So you would think that will raise major questions.
How you gonna draft a guy that misses 2 seasons?
But to back up Portland again, Sam even admitted that he lied, saying that he felt no pain in those bad legs just so he could take care of his family. I can't really fault the man for that, but
You really can't, man. Like, if you know you are like extremely injury prone, and that's kind of like your whole like breadbasket is getting to the NBA, so you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, yeah, it's a finesse of the NBA, but how many times has the NBA probably finessed NBA players? You know what I'm saying?
I can't fault Portland either. Unfortunately for Sam Bowie, those bad leg injuries just haunted him. In just his
How tall was
second
he?
year,
Like 7 foot?
Completely broke his leg. And while Mike went on to average 37 points in just his 3rd year, a record that still hasn't been broken,
Bro.
Sam Bowie broke his other leg, and Clyde Drexler even said he saw the bone sticking
Oh
out.
my
So
God, man.
this
I wanna
man's career
see
didn't even
that.
get a chance to get started. I know he's always going to be known as a bust, especially getting drafted over Michael Jordan, but his career never really got a fair start, so it's kind of hard for him. Unlucky for him, man.
I'm sorry, you are no longer Sam Bowie. You are Sam Yay? What's the opposite of Boo? Cheer? Sam Chewy. I don't know. I don't got nothing. No joke.
If there's any player that's had worse consistent luck than this man right here.
Boogie. Oh, Brandon Knight. Right? Kobe? Y'all know it's Brandon Knight for sure. That's not bad luck. That's just called being a horrible basketball player. I forgot who the Pistons drafted him over. Was it Trey Burke?
You probably forgot Brandon Knight was even in the league, man.
I gotta look this up, man.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna look at him now. I thought he was gonna talk more about him.
One of the most dominant big men to ever play this game.
Look it up. Who was he drafted over? Brandon Knight.
Yeah,
Forgot.
he had temper problems and he had a bit of an edge to him, but I think that ultimately made him a nastier big, especially in this buddy ass league.
Yeah.
These are this man's averages for about a 5-year stretch.
See, but DeMarcus Cousins, he wasn't like mean bad. He was more like salty, cry, whiny, baby bitch ass bad, which is different. Like, I don't want, like, you coming at me, man, you better come and be tough. Like, don't be pouting like somebody stole your freaking toy in damn kindergarten. I don't know, like, don't come at me like that. It's weird.
These numbers match up with Shaq, Hakeem, David
Actually makes you look softer, in my
Any big
opinion.
you want to talk about because he was that great. On January 22nd, 2018, DeMarcus Cousins made history, becoming just the 5th player ever to record 40 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists in a game. That right there alone shows you where this man was headed.
Oh, yeah.
Literally just 4 days
Talent's
later,
not deniable.
he tore his Achilles and ultimately lost $100 million plus. I mean, this tragedy kind of forced him to sign with the Warriors for just $5 million.
Pelicans offered him a 2-year, $40 million contract. I heard that at least. I don't have that confirmed. I've just heard that from multiple people that he declined that. Whether it's true or not, I'm not really sure. But he could have signed a little bit heavier if we would have said the Pelicans, which is probably good for the Pelicans if they didn't, because, you know, things kind of worked out in their favor.
And you would think he would have at least, if anything else, got a free ring, but he hurt his quad, KD tore his Achilles, and they ultimately lost the finals.
Yeah, that is wow.
Recently,
that is some bad luck stuff.
Create new life for himself in LA with LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Ring chase 2.0.
Everything looked great, and he tore his ACL 2 months before the season started. I mean, in 2 seasons, DeMarcus Cousins will make a little under $9 million a year. Markelle Fultz, who's played 33 empty-ass games total, will make more than that.
Youngest player in NBA history to have a triple-double. I'll say it every damn video.
Because he was
not empty.
Definitely one of the best bigs of this era, and
say it every damn video.
Big payday to show for it.
I'm team Markelle Fultz.
Imagine being the original Shaq and Kobe, having rare chemistry with one of the best bigs
Penny
to
Hardaway?
ever play, and truly having nothing to show for it besides a final sweep to a 6 seed in the NBA Finals. If you didn't know by now, I'm talking about Anthony Penny Hardaway, one of the most unlucky players of the 90s.
One of the most
Shaq
talented of all
leaves you
time,
for
though.
LA in a big payday, gains like 50 pounds of dominance, and establishes one of the greatest duos in NBA history. And meanwhile, for Penny Hardaway, he develops knee injuries that completely destroys his prime, and he pretty much has to watch Shaq and Kobe be what he and Shaq really should have been.
That would be pretty
know
sad.
That had to be hard as hell to watch. Or how about this story? How many of you guys want to be in the NBA, but you're under 6 feet and you don't really think you're growing anymore?
I don't know. I'm like 5'8". I feel like I can grow another foot or two before I'm 70. You keep on growing, right? Like I think eventually I'll get there. I mean, I'll be like a 60-year-old being in the NBA, but Uncle Drew did it, so I don't see why I can't be Uncle Crispy, and ball out like that. So I think I'll get there. Just I got like another, 30, 40 years.
It is a tiny, 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 tiny sample of players under 6 foot that actually get to play in the NBA and really be
JJ
successful.
Barea,
Well,
where's he
with
at?
all that being said, imagine being actually under 5'10", getting selected as the last choice in the NBA draft and making something out of it. If you didn't know by now, I'm talking about Isaiah Thomas, and this man literally had to fight and claw for every single thing he got. I mean, this man completely worked his ass off, and in 2017, he averaged almost 30 and was in the conversation for MVP at 5 feet 9 inches.
Doesn't seem like that long ago. I guess it really wasn't, though. But
determination. But with all that being said, this man actually played through his sister's tragedy, played through a hip injury.
Celtics did him dirty.
Gordon Hayward to the Celtics, ultimately just for Kemba Walker and Kyrie Irving because he got traded. And sadly for him, he never got anywhere near a payday, and he's never really gotten another shot to actually be a starting player in this league. I hate to do this to you again, Markel, but I just have to. This is Isaiah Thomas's career earnings. This will be Markel's career earnings in about 2 years.
Only $31 million for Isaiah? I mean, that's a lot of money, but still.
In the NBA, so that just shows you how Isaiah Thomas really didn't get a dime, relatively speaking, in the NBA. I call him unlucky.
Relatively speaking,
for a
yeah.
player that sacrificed so much for a sport and especially a team. I hate that he got treated like that. So that's just that. Imagine being Omir Caspi. You've been in and out of the league for about 10 years now, and you've never even played in a playoff game. Now, of course, he's gotten what looked like an opportunity. He played for the Rockets.
Bro, he was just groping himself.
They made the
Some of
playoffs,
that.
but they didn't play him. Then in 2017, he played for the Warriors, was averaging about 45% from deep, and they cut him, and they went on to win the championship.
He still gets a ring?
I feel kind of bad for
He
Caspi.
still gets a ring, I
Him and
think.
Virgil, it seems like championships were right in front of their face, but they never quite
I think if you were part of the team at any point, you will get a ring. I could be wrong about that. Maybe they changed the rule.
can get it. I don't know. I don't get that. But last and certainly not least, imagine being an NBA star in the 90s, not on Michael Jordan's team. Pretty much, you were born in the wrong era. You had 3 realistic years to win an NBA championship, and only 2 stars really took advantage, and that was Tim Duncan and Hakeem Olajuwon.
Imagine not being
you
LeBron
were a
or the
star
Golden
in the
State
90s.
Warriors,
Sorry about that.
Every
But
era's got
that's
it.
pretty much the video. If you guys like the video.
Yeah, I mean, overall, some of these was bad luck for sure. I think like in Isaiah Thomas's case, it's just that he played his heart out for that one season on the Boston Celtics. Well, it was like 30 points per game, up 29 point something. And it's like just being a smaller guy like that, being like in the big old NBA with all these big muscular dudes banging on you and following you and stuff like that. Eventually your body's just going to wear it. I think that's what happened to Isaiah Thomas. I don't know if it's so much like a bad luck thing as it was he just didn't really have the body to be in the NBA anymore. He still got $31 million. Like, bad luck. I mean, wiping his tears with his money, right, guys? Anyway, I really did enjoy this video, though. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.